And that means 100% of our children, 100% of our children have scored Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So that means 100% of our children have gone to the public school system and they've scored over 100%, or they've gotten a perfect score or an entrance exam or whatnot. So that's as far as the Montessori school goes. So we wanted to incorporate Islamic studies, Quran, and Arabic studies into the Montessori curriculum. We found it very difficult because initially 90% of the students in the school were Jewish and Christian. So we devised a plan where we would have every Wednesday and Friday 3 hours for 3 different levels of Arabic, Islamic studies, and Quran. And that's when the Islamic Montessori Academy was born. And that, we had our graduation of Imam Mahdi Faraja Sharif's birthday last year. We had a very big event. And of course, Uncle Bob comes in with his high definition camera and videos all of these events. And inshallah, we'll have CDs available for sale. If you would like to get, say a few words in private, he usually does very nice slideshows and cool things. And we end up sending these CDs to a lot of big centers all over the country so they know that we're here and we make enough noise that we get recognized. So that being said, we have 3 levels in the Islamic schools on Wednesday and Friday. Next year, we are going to incorporate it into the Montessori curriculum. So next year, our goal is to have full Arabic and Quran every day after school. So from 2 to 4, we'll do Salat Jama'ah with the kids. We'll give them an option of either the children will learn Spanish or they'll learn Arabic. And that's how we'll name it. And we do have a lady that has a master's in Spanish education, another lady that has a bachelor's in Spanish, that works at a Montessori school. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the levels. As far as the biography of the teachers, I cannot come up here and say much about the school without thanking the 2 directors of the school, which is Brother Stephen Robb and Sister Nadine Shuman. Let's give a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So those are the directors of the school. They run the program. They're here every day, and sometimes till very, very late hours of night. They're also on the board of directors of the masjid, and they're very critical cornerstone members of the organization here. So the next person I'd like to introduce, Sister Sakina, do you want me to introduce the levels and the individual teachers? Of the biography of the teachers, I go to the level, correct? Okay. So for level 1, we teach Islamic studies, ethics and morals, and Quran and Arabic. So the teacher that's in charge of level 1, there's 2 teachers. There's Miss Rola El Zain, I don't see. Miss Rola El Zain, is she inside? If you could go out here. And then Miss Samar Shamsuddin. Miss Samar and Miss Rola have been with us since the beginning of the school. Miss Rola has 4 years of Hausa studies in Lebanon. She studied under some very big Shia scholars in South Lebanon and in Lebanon. She is very knowledgeable in Hausa studies. And Ms. Samar was also a lab tech and a private school teacher in Lebanon, and both of them have been with us from day 1, and we really appreciate them. So let's give a big salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So now we're going to ask them to bring up their level 1 children so they could recite some anashid for us and Quran and whatever we have planned. So we'll get the level 1. Are we going to get the pre-K up first? 1, 2, 3. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Surah Al-Qari'ah, let's go. بسم One, two, three. One, two, three.
Has 13 years experience in teaching K3 and K4 students at the American Youth Academy. She is also certified with 40 hours childcare and teaching tools for young children with challenging behavior. She helps students learn and improve skills within the school as a pre-K accomplished teacher. She teaches, motivates, and directs students while maintaining high entrance and achievement. She is self-motivated with strong planning and organization skills. She is also an active teacher, volunteering at IEC for 15 years, teaching children at level 1 and 2. She always strives to be an active member in the Islamic community and contribute to the youth.
Next, we're going to introduce level 2 from the AIC. Level 2 is being taught Islamic Studies by Hajj Tahira. Sister Tahira has a degree in psychology and she's been very involved in Islamic madrasas in Canada and the United States and Australia. She is very passionate about public speaking. She looks forward to publishing the book in the next couple of years, and she's going to be working on finishing up the master's in psychology here. Okay, you guys ready? So, 1, 2, 3.
Give thanks to Allah, the moon and the stars, praise in the mountains for what is and what was.
She graduated from a technical institute in Najaf with a diploma with highest honor in engineering, drawing, and worked at the same institute afterwards. She then moved to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and worked there as a kindergarten teacher for 4 years. After moving to United States in 2002, she earned her GED and citizenship and worked to complete her pharmacy technician certification. She has experience in both retail and mail-order pharmacies. She also learned her certification in Moranian system of Quranic recitation as well as the qualification to teach the rules of Quranic tajweed.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. I seek for Allah from Shaitan. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful. ويل لكل همزة لمزة. Woe to every person who mocks others with his hands or tongue. الذي جمع مالا وأدده. Who collects wealth and repeatedly counts it. يحسب أن ماله أخلده. He thinks his wealth may be forever. كلا لينبذن في الحطمة. Nay, he shall be thrown into the consuming fire. وما أدراك ما الحطمة. And what do you know about the Hatama? نار الله الموقدة. God's blazing fire. التي تطلع على الأفئدة. Which burns through the bodies and into the hearts. إنها عليهم مؤصدة. Which surrounds them from every side. في أمد ممددة. Upon tall towers. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Muslims, Allah ordered us in the Holy Quran not to do riba. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't know. What is the meaning of riba? The meaning of riba is to do things that others dislike. As we learned in the Hamazah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, وَإِنَّ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. Oh yes, now I remember. Woe to those who mock others with their hands or tongue. Yes. Thank you. Welcome. سين حباشة فسبح حاسب به فسبح بعد سبيحة فتحميم سكون بحمد ذاك سدي بحمدي را فتح باشة ربك السبي ربي كفتحك ربك وفتح سكون وسط لا فتح سكون دخ واستغفر سكون فر واستغفر آدمه واستغفره همزة كسر شدائد نون فتحنا إن هذا مواصيره إنه كاف فتحة ألف سكون كاف نون فتحنا كان تا فتحة واو شدة وفتحة ألف سكون با فتحة ألف سكون توابا.
We go to the heavy guns, I guess, the level 3. Level 3 are the way we raise our children through levels. It depends on how much Quran memorization they've done, how many surahs, how many du'at they know, and they move up from one level to another. So level 3 are taught by Dr. Samira Haki, who is a dentist, and she's also taught classical Arabic for many, many years. I don't know if Ms. Samira is here. Yes, she is. And Dr. Haki has done major work here for us. She also offers her own time. She comes in and takes care of children that are not at a certain level of Arabic and puts in hours and hours and days here at the center and brings them up to par with the rest of the class on her own time. So
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم.
And your Lord says, call upon me and I will answer you.
In all du'as, the request is made of Allah alone, but through the wasila, through the means of approach, the Holy Prophet and his household.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وابتغوا إليه الوسيلة.
O you who believe, be careful of your duty to Allah. Seek means of nearness to Him. Allama Majlisi has mentioned dua tawassul on the authority of Ibn Babuloy, who says that there is no difficulty or problem that this dua does not solve.
Najm al-Saqib in Bihar al-Anwar states the story of Abu Wafa Shirazi.
Abu Wafa Shirazi was a follower of Ahlul Bayt and was wrongly imprisoned by Abu Ilyas for a crime he did not commit. He was also confined to his cell on death row.
In this scene, we shall see how on the third night Abu Wafa says his prayers, falls asleep, and has a dream.
O Allah, I beseech thee, I turn towards thee. O my Lord, I beseech that you release me. Oh my God. Can we redo this? O Allah, I beseech thee and turn towards thee. O my Lord, I beseech you for a fair trial and my release. O Ali, son of Al-Hussein, O Zayn al-Abidin, O prostrator before Allah. I turn towards you and seek your intercession before Allah. I put before you my open need.
Assalamu alaikum, O Abu Wafa Shirazi.
Wa alaikum assalam. Who are you and how do you know my name?
I am the Prophet of Allah, the mercy on mankind. I am the grandfather of the Imam that you have beseeched in your prayers. Ya Aba al-Qasim, Ya Rasul Allah. Abu Wafa, let me tell you how to ask my Ahlul Bayt for their intercession. Whoever you ask from, whichever one of us, we will never go away empty-handed, as we are all Muhammad. أولنا محمد، أوسطنا محمد، آخرنا محمد، وكلنا محمد. When you are in need to take revenge from an enemy, use the wasila of my brother Abu Hassan. He is my asking my receipt. Ya Abu Hassan, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. O Abu Wafa, when you pray for your affairs of the next world, then you should make the joy of my eyes. Fuck my daughter Fatima to Zahra and my two sons Hassan and Hussein your wasila. Ya Fatima al-Zahra, Ya Hassan ibn Ali, Ya Hussein ibn Ali. O dear servants of Allah, Abu Wafa, Ali ibn Hussein Zayn al-Abidin, the best of worshippers and prostrators, will help you in oppression, injustice, and tyranny. Ya Zayn al-Abidin, Muhammad ibn Ali al-Baqir, the expander of knowledge, and Ja'far ibn Muhammad al-Sadiq, the truthful, are the two imams who can be your wasila when seeking nearness and attaining the pleasure of Almighty Allah. Ya Muhammad ibn Ali, Ya Ja'far ibn Muhammad. Abu Wafa, ask for your well-being in your worldly affairs through the wasila of my son Musa ibn Ja'far, the one known as Babul Hawaj, and from whose door nobody ever goes away empty-handed. Ya Musa ibn Ja'far, Ya Musa ibn Ja'far. O Abu Wafa, when departing on your journey, pray for your health and safe return through the wasila of Ali ibn Musa al-Rida. He is Gharib al-Ghuraba, the loneliest of lonely ones. Ya Ali ibn Musa. O beloved lover of the Ahlul Bayt, when you pray for your sustenance, pray through the wasila of Muhammad al-Taqi. He is Bab al-Murad, the door at which those who long for something stand. Ya Muhammad ibn Ali. your akhir, I'll use the wasila of Hassan al-Askari. Ya Hassan ibn Ali, ayyuha al-Askari. Call for your last imam for any of your religious or worldly efforts. And when you think there is no solution, call upon him and he will come to help you right away. Please join us in this last recitation. يا وصي الحسن يا خلف الحجة أيها القائل المنتظم المهدي يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله.
صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد.
السلام عليكم يا أعزائي الصغار.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عنوان درسنا اليوم آداب الإسلامية. ماذا تقول إذا مررت بجماعة يا جواد؟
إذا مررت بجماعة أقول لهم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
شكرا يا جواد، جزاك الله خيرا. وأنت مريم، ماذا تقولين إذا جاءكم ضيف؟
إذا جاءنا ضيف نرحب به وأقول أهلا وسهلا.
شكرا لك يا مريم، جزاك الله خيرا. ومعك يا محمد، ماذا تقول لو قدم أحد لك خدمة؟
إذا قدم أحد لي خدمة أقول له شكرا جزاك الله خير.
شكرا لك يا محمد، جزاك الله خيرا. ومعك يا زينب، ماذا تقولين إذا أخطأت مرة؟
إذا أخطأت مرة وأقول أنا آسفة.
شكرا لك يا زينب، جزاك الله خيرا. ماذا تفعلون إذا حدثكم أحد؟
نستمع لكلامه ونفهم منه ما يريد.
شكرا، جزاك الله خيرا يا حسين. وماذا تفعلون إذا طلب أحد منكم المساعدة؟
نفعل جهدنا لنقدم له المساعدة التي يحتاجها.
شكرا، جزاكم الله خيرا. شكرا لكم.
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
Hamdar and sisters Marcia Sabir and Sheikh Mushtaba. Sister Fatima Hamdar, also known as Naeem, is a housewife and a mother of mashallah 5 amazing men, a grandmother of 3 grandkids and 1 in the making. She has always been very fond of Arabic language and that motivated her to learn Al-Qur'aniya and got certified in it. Her plan is to teach as many kids as she can possibly teach, and knowing that one child learning something from her would mean that she achieved her goal and accomplishment.
Had a distinct and high status at his time. The following story reflects the standing of the Imam among the people. During the caliphate of his father, Hisham bin al-Hikam was performing pilgrimage at Mecca. After he finished his tawaf, he attempted to touch the black stone, but could not reach it because the area was too crowded. Hisham therefore sat opposite the wall of Mecca and sat observing the pilgrims while around him sat prepared from the vessels. While Hisham sat there, Imam Ali bin Hussein arrived at the Kaaba to perform his tawaf. When Imam Ali bin Hussein alayhi salam finished his 7 trips around the Kaaba and near the black stone, to allow his approach. At that moment, one of the men from the masjid asked,
Who is this man whose reputation causes people to allow his passage left and right?
to which Michelle answered, for he feared that his men would like the Imam. At that moment, the poet Al-Falasna came out of the crowd and answered,
I know him.
and when the man from the masjid asked about the Imam's identity, Al-Falasna replied with a lengthy poem recounting Imam Ali alayhi salam and the Imam's magnificent personality and akhlaq.
This is he whose step is recognized by the valley and whom the house, known as well as Haram, and its surroundings. This is the son of the best
Of Allah's servants, this is pious, the immaculate, the pure, the eminent. When Quraysh see him, their spokesman says, the highest limit of all generosity is the generosity of this man. The black stone recognizes his scent and almost tries to reach out and touch him whenever he approaches. This is the son of Fatima. If you have failed to recognize him through his grandfather, Allah concluded the prophets. Allah honored him with position and greatness. It was written by the pen in the eternal book. You asking, who is this? Who is this will not lower from his status from the Arabs known whom you have denied as well as the non-Arabs. From a people whose love is religion and whose faith is disbelief and whose closeness and refuge. If the pious were counted, there would be their leaders who are fasting, who are the best on earth. The reply is them. When starting with God's praise, their praise always ending with their praise. Salawat.
هذا الذي تعرف البطحاء وطأته والبيت يعرفه والإل والحرم. هذا ابن خير عباد الله كلهم. هذا التقي النقي الطاهر العلم. إذا رأته قريش قال قائلها إلى مكان هذا ينتهي كرم. يكاد يمسكه عرفان راحته ركن الحكيم إذا ما جاء يستلم. هذا ابن فاطمة إن كنت جاهله بجده أنبياء الله قد ختموا. الله شرفه قدرا وعظمه جرى بذاك له في لوحه القلم. وليس قولك من هذا بغائله العرب تعرف من أنكرته العجم. من معشر حبهم دين وقولهم كفر وقربهم أمن ومعتصم. إن عد أهل التقوى كانوا أئمتهم أو قيل من خير أهل الأرض قيل هم. مقدم بعد ذكر الله ذكرهم في كل ذكر ومختوم به الكلم. صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد. After sitting through the entire poem, the Shah was greatly angered by the insult of Al-Falasah and by the mentioning of any Ahlul Bayt traits, and decided to imprison Al-Falasah at a location between Mecca and Medina.
Arrest him!
When news of the beautiful poem reached Ali bin Hussein alayhi salam, he sent Al-Falasah a gift of 10,000 dirhams. Falasah refused the gift and replied,
I swear to Allah that I did not go through the effort of complimenting you, expecting a reward. I did it only for Allah.
to which Imam alayhi salam answered,
Only Allah knows of your intentions. If we are the Ahlul Bayt, if we give you something, we'll never take it back.
and so Falasah was compelled to accept the Imam's gift.
of the world's population, Islam is both a religion and a complete way of life. Muslims follow a religion of peace, mercy, and forgiveness, and a majority have nothing to do with the extremely grave events which have come to be associated with their faith. Our loving prophet said, God has no mercy on one who has no mercy for others. None of you truly believes until he wishes for his brother what he wishes for himself. Our prophet also said, he who eats his fill while his neighbor goes without food is not a believer. Racism is incomprehensible to Muslims, for the Quran speaks of human equality in the following terms. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum, or translated into English as, O mankind, we have created you from a single soul, male and female, made you into nations and tribes, so that you may come to know one another. Truly, the most honored of you in God's sight is the greatest of you in pity. God is all knowing, all aware.